Hey guys, so it's that time of year when everyone's doing their best of beauty and all that stuff, and if you guys watch my channel, you know that I'm a major product junkie. So I was trying to do a best of beauty for everything in one video, but that's not gonna happen. I have way too many products, so I think what I'm gonna do is do a best of beauty, a best of skincare, and a best of hair. But I really just wanted to let you guys know the things that I have been loving throughout the year. And that was actually kind of hard because it's like, that's a long time to think about what I like, because I try to kind of switch out my products just to make sure that I'm using them all. But I think that these are the things that I can remember that like I always gravitate to. Even if I have something new, I tend to go and gravitate to these products. So yeah, if you guys wonder about my hair, yes, I had to throw it in a bun after having it out for like a week over the holidays. In my face, I'm not used to having it out every day. I was like, I just need to throw my hair back in a bun, give it a break, and not even have to deal with it. So, and if you guys are curious about my bun, I mean, it's a super simple bun, but I think I did do a video on just how to do like a simple sleek bun. So yeah, I'll link that below if you guys are curious about it. Let's get into this video. So I'm going to show you guys everything, I guess, in like categories of the products that they are. So the first one I'll do is blushes. So I do have a lot of blushes, but you guys probably can never tell if I'm wearing blush because I'm not very heavy-handed with it. I just do a very light amount. I feel like my makeup, it doesn't always relay on camera because it is so light. Like, you can probably see it better in person. But yeah, so these are the two blushes that I kept gravitating to all year. And the first one is the Hourglass, and I'll leave like the name and the links and all that stuff to these products below. But these are the two blushes that I really love this year. They're both kind of similar. One's drugstore, one is high-end, but they're similar in the sense that they're very like glowy, luminous type of blushes. So I still do use a highlighter with these, but both of these have a bit of highlighter kind of like mixed in with them. So you not only get the color of the blush, but you also get that luminous glow. So this one is by Hourglass, and this one is Milani, and then you can see this is like a peachy one, and this is a pink one, which are usually the colors I tend to gravitate to. I probably have the most pink blushes more than any other color, but I love like pinks and peaches. Just very like girly, simple but flattering. Like, these are the two kind of colors that will look good on any skin tone, honestly. It just depends on like what shade you get in them. But as far as lip products go, the ones that I've really been loving this year have all been from bareMinerals. So I've loved the Marvelous Moxie ones, and then I have loved the Buttercream ones. Okay, but I really love these, but my favorite out of all of them have been the Tantalizing Honey. So also keep in mind too, for my lips are very pigmented, so most of the colors that I wear, unless I'm wearing like a bright pink or red or something like that, are gonna look like nudes on me because of the pigmentation of my lips. And this one is like one of those like perfect nudes. I love this one. Every time I put it on, I'm like, oh my god, I love it. But yeah, this brand, these Buxom lip glosses are just awesome. I love them. They feel comfortable, they last a decent amount of time, and I don't think they're too expensive either. So I think color correcting was pretty big this year. But I really love color correcting because, as I mentioned, I do have acne prone skin, and every time I get a blemish, I'm left with a mark that it takes months to cover up. So the ones that I found this year that I really have liked are these. So for under my eyes, I don't necessarily have a lot of darkness under my eyes. I originally bought this Becca Peach Backlight Targeted Color Corrector for my face, but because there's a bit of luminosity in it, I find that it works better under the eyes because it just gives it that glow. I mean, I'll use it on my face sometimes too, but I prefer to just use this under my eyes. So that's one that I really liked. As far as for the face, okay, these two are by Makeup Forever. This one is more of like a priming type of base, so if you just are in a rush, or you just maybe want to give your skin, just your whole face, an overall glow and not so much spot treat, the Makeup Forever Step 1 is really good, and I have it in caramel. If you want to do more targeted color correcting, these are some options as well. This palette I've really been loving. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette, and I have shade 40, but I really love it because it broke when I was traveling too. This shade right here is really good for color correcting for me, or depending on your skin tone, you could maybe kind of like use it as a blush too, because these are all cream products. But this one is really good for color correcting. This one works really well under my eyes. This is the highlighter, and this one is more for bronzing, or if you're a deeper skin tone, you can use that for your face as well. So I have really been loving that. This is like your like get up and go, or like quick everyday one-stop shop look that I've really been loving. And then the other two for like more targeted concerns, this Smashbox correcting stick, super simple, easy. Only thing I don't like is that the, what do you call it, like the color on here is kind of rubbing off, and so it gets in your fingers. But it's just one that you sharpen. It's simple, easy. Just put it on those areas and blends it in. And then this is the Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. I don't really use the yellow side too much, but this orange side, I actually use it today under my eyes and on any marks that I have that I wanted to kind of correct. And it's really good. The consistency is good. Each side has like a little doe foot applicator. So when it comes to eyebrows, I feel like eyebrows are a really big deal. They can really transform your whole face. I don't really do too much to my eyebrows as far as like tweezing them or plucking them or anything. I just go with the natural shape of my brows. And I just lightly fill them in because my brows are pretty thick already. I just kind of like to neaten them up and just fill in any sparse areas. So when it comes to setting my brows, I really love the Anastasia brow gel. I've used other ones before, but this one is just really good. It's simple, it's easy, keeps it in place. It just has a little brow brush. I repurchased it several times, so I like that one. And then as far as the brow products go, I've loved the Brow Wiz for a really long time. I'm kind of like on and off with my brow products. Sometimes I'll be really into one product and then I won't like it, then I'll go back to liking it. So this is one, Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I was kind of on the fence about this one. So I had this for a while. I didn't really use it that much. I didn't really like it. But lately I've really been loving it and I've been using it a lot. And this is the other one that she came out with, the brow definer. So this has been my favorite lately, but this one I've had for a really long time and I was really into, and this is pretty much the same concept of the brow definer, but it's been out for a lot longer, and I just really like this one better at first. Right now this one is my favorite one, but this one too also has, I can't open it. This one has brow gel on the other side, which is really handy. So you have everything you need in one products. So these have really been my go-to mascaras. Earlier in the year, this was like my favorite. I was obsessed with this. Is the Roller Lash by Benefit. It just really brings out your lashes, makes them look really long and separated and pretty and curled. And this is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I really like this one as well. So initially I would just use either one, and then I started combining all three of these. So this is the Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer, and I'll either combine these three together, or lately I've just been using these two, and I just love the results that it gives. Like, I'm not into false lashes. It's just like too much for me to do. I've worn them before in the past, but I prefer to just have a really good mascara that just brings out my own lashes. So I don't have any lashes to show you guys, but I do love those mascaras. They're really awesome, really great. There's been a ton of different concealers that have come out this year. I've tried a lot of them. I've tried probably mostly all of them. I tried mostly everything, not everything that comes out, but I try a lot of stuff, and the ones that I stick with are the ones that just work really well with my skin. A lot of times products will be super raved about, everyone's loving it, I'm so excited to go try it out, and then it's just like a major fail for me. And a lot of products I noticed that I really like too are ones that people aren't really talking about a lot, but it's still an awesome product. That's why it's so good to try different products, because you just never know if you're going to find something that works really well. So like I was saying, for concealers, this one is an old one that I've had for a long time, but I've recently started using it for like my quick everyday look, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. I have it in medium deep 4, and this is just like my shade. It's not going to really highlight or anything like that, but this is the only concealer that says it doesn't crease and actually doesn't crease. Like, when I wear this, there's the least amount of creasing than I have with any other concealer. So if you haven't tried this out, definitely try it. Like I said, it's been out for a long time, but it's a really awesome concealer. Next, I have these two. I tend to combine these two. Initially, I was just using the caramel, and these are the BARESKIN Bare Minerals. So initially when I tried this, I was like, oh, I don't really like it. It didn't really do anything special for me. I kind of like was holding off on, not really holding off on taking it back, but I just hadn't had the chance to take it back yet. So I was like, let me just try it one more time. I tried it again, and I really loved it. And it's like the only concealer that I've been reaching for other than this one for the past several months. So initially, I just had tan. And then I was like, oh, let me try out medium golden, which I feel is a little bit too light for my liking on its own. But I like to put a little bit of this one on, and then I'll put this one over it. And I feel like it's the perfect combo for me. It's not what I'm wearing today, actually. But yeah, I really, really like these. The other one that I really like is a potted concealer, and it's the Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream from Becca. And this one I really like because you can use it for all over your face. Like, I'll use like a smaller foundation brush and I can put it under my eyes. I can put it, you know, in any areas that I need to cover. But I really like to combine this with a powder foundation. I have a MAC Mineralized powder foundation that I like to combine it with. And it's like a simple, quick, easy way to cover any discoloration or, you know, hyperpigmentation or anything that you have. Put a powder over it and like you're good to go, and it lasts. And it looks really like natural and nice. Highlighters, I feel like have been bigger than ever this year. Everybody wants it extreme, major highlighting, like in your face bling. I don't know if you guys can see mine today. Yeah, so I like a more subtle glow. Like, this is probably the most highlighting that I'll do. I have like a cream and then a powder over it. But I'm more of like I said, a subtle. I actually did a video on the best highlighters for that subtle glow. I want to more so glow, not have like, not look greasy and not have this like bam in your face highlighter. So the one I'm wearing today is actually the Global Glow from MAC, and then I have like a Becca cream highlighter underneath it. But this is really pretty. This is more of like a pinky tone, and there's kind of like some gold in there too. It's like a pinky brownish tone with some gold in there as well. But it just gives like a really pretty, I don't know, glow, global glow. And the other one I have is called Lightscapade. Now this is what started me into liking these type of white highlighters, which I would have never thought. I always thought that I needed like a golden highlighter, but golden highlighters tend to just kind of blend in with my skin. It doesn't really do anything special to me. But I had went into MAC, I don't even know what I was looking for, and the girl tried this on me and pointed it out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really like it. I would have never thought to do like this white type of highlighter, but it looks so pretty on a deeper skin tone. And it has like, it's like creamy, and then there's blues and yellows, pinks. It's like a combination of colors. But this is a really good option if you want like a beautiful glow for your highlighter. And this one has been my ultimate favorite. I tend to reach for this one all the time. I have to remind myself that I have like other highlighters that I need to use, but I really love this one. This is the Josie Maran Argan Enlightment Illuminizing Veil, and this is perfect for that subtle glow that I keep talking about. I'll put it on my cheeks, I'll put it on my eyes, on my nose, like everywhere. This is just like the perfect highlighter if you're into like a subtle glow. Powders. Okay, there's two powders that I've really loved this year. The first one is this Clinique powder. This is Stay Honey. This has been around for years. When I wasn't even a product junkie and I wasn't even into makeup, but I just had oily skin, this is what I would use. It says that it's a color, but it's really just so light and translucent. I just lightly dust this over my face to set my makeup, and then I'm ready to go, because I don't want to do like a foundation then like a heavy powder. So this is like the perfect light powder to just kind of set your foundation. And the next one that I've really been loving is the Argan Matchmaker Powder Foundation by Josie Maran. So this one you'll see has like different colors in it. Well, it just has like the cream and like a deeper tone, so it's going to naturally adjust to whatever your skin tone is. And I have medium dark, and I really love pairing this with my One and Done. I'll just kind of set it with that, or you can use this alone, or you can pair it over any foundation. It's so good because it's like you don't have to worry about getting a lighter or darker powder if you're getting a tan or the seasons change, because it's going to naturally just adjust to your skin tone. I've tried a lot of foundations in the past. There's been a few that have worked for me. I actually did a video on the I forget what I called it, but on like my favorite foundations for my skin tone, for my skin type, all that stuff. And these are the three that I think about when I think of all year long, the ones that really, I feel like really made a difference for me. So my absolute favorite, which you'll see is about to be done, is the Naked Skin Urban Decay One and Done. This is amazing. It doesn't matter if you want a super finished look, if you want something light, if you're going to the gym, if you want that no makeup look, like you can use this for all of those. It's not even called a foundation. It's like a hybrid complexion perfector, because it looks like your skin but better. And I'll, like, if I want it to be more finished, I'll just put this powder over it. I'll use like a big fluffy brush, which I'll show you guys, and I'll put this powder over it, and it looks so good. Like, if you just need one product, get this one. Only thing I don't like about it is that they don't have a very large shade range. I think there's maybe like 2 colors underneath this one and 1 color above it, so that's the only downside. But just as a product as a whole, just speaking on this as a product as a whole, it's amazing. Like, I absolutely love this. Like, I don't ever go through foundations, but this one's about to be done, and I have a backup ready to go because that's just how much I love this. I've mentioned before, Lancome is like, I feel like it's my go-to for foundation. So I have these two. I have the Tintido Ultra Makeup Stick, and I have the Nude Miracle Liquid to Powder Makeup. This one was kind of like mind-blowing. When I didn't even go looking for this one, and one of the girls in Sephora recommended this to me, and it's so light that you feel like there's nothing on your skin, but your face just looks so beautiful and finished, and like a nice satin look. Like, it's just so pretty. And this other one I bought because I wanted something that was really good for traveling. But this one too is so simple, easy. Gives you like a beautiful satin finish. Like I said, it's easy to use. I have one of these for like kind of bronzing as well. It looks natural, but still, like I said, very pretty and finished. So those are just amazing for foundation. When it comes to primers, the primers that I feel like I really love. So the first one is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. When my skin was really dry, this was awesome because, of course, I moisturize and do all those things. But this one is like a moisturizer, but it's lighter than a moisturizer, but it's also prepping your skin for makeup. And there's a pump, it's a squeeze tube, it's super easy. But this really helped with hydrating my skin when it became drier from my acne medicine. And next, these two are sprays. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I love this one. It hasn't broken me out. It's super simple. I'll put it on before I do my makeup, and then I'll put it on after, just to kind of make sure everything is blended in. I'll wet my sponge with it. Next, I have this one. This is the Skindinavia Makeup Primer Spray Oil Control. This definitely did not control my oil, but I will say that this is one that you put on before. It's kind of like this one, you put it on as a primer. You put it on before your makeup, and I feel like it gives me just like a nice airbrush type of finish. So there's a couple tools that I've really been loving. I have a couple brushes, I have a few brushes, and I have some makeup sponges. So for me, makeup sponges I've kind of been on and off with. I've had the Beauty Blender for years. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Right now I'm really loving it. So Beauty Blender I've really been loving for the past several months for like my quick everyday makeup look. I've really loved this one. This is by Beauty Blender as well, and this, I think this is called like a blush sponge or something like that. But I love to use this for my powder to set underneath my eyes, because I use this. This is actually my favorite setting powder all year. This is the Ben Nye Press Powder, and I like to just dab it in there and then set it under my eyes. So that's what I've really been loving this one for. And then I've been loving the Real Technique sponge. It's affordable. You can get it at Ulta, I think CVS, Bed Bath & Beyond, lots of places. And there's a flat side and a pointed side, so it kind of gives you more options in the Beauty Blender. But I always love to use this one just to kind of like press the makeup into my skin. Regardless of what tool I've used, I like to press the makeup into my skin with this, just to make sure everything is like evenly blended. The next one, this is a highlighter brush from Sigma. It's a spotlight duster. I think it's a highlighter brush, but it's a spotlight duster. I mean, you can use this for a lot of different things, but I really love it to just get my highlighter right in this area. It just like lightly gets the right amount of highlighter, so I really love it. And this one, it looks like the NARS brush, but it's not. I think this is by Japanesque. They have a larger one as well. But this one, I wanted a brush that's like really light and simple to use for my powder, because like I said, I use this Clinique powder, and I just want to lightly dust powder over my face. So this one I would take and just kind of lightly press the powder over my skin, and it's perfect. It doesn't put down too much product. It doesn't make it heavy or cakey or anything. And next, I've really been loving this one the past several months. I think I saw this, I forget who I saw this, I think Alexandra Garza maybe. She was using this for bronzer, so I bought it, and it's way too big for me personally for bronzer. But I love to use this with my Josie Maran powder when I'm setting my one and done. And I just dip it in the powder and then I just press it all over my face. It covers a lot of area in a short amount of time because it's so big, and it just sets it into your face exactly where it needs to go, and it's super easy. This was the other brow pencil that I was referring to from Sephora. This is a really good dupe for the Anastasia one. It doesn't have a spoolie on the end. It has this like useless comb that I don't know why they keep making it with that on there. But this one is waterproof. It's a lot cheaper. It's like half the price. It's waterproof. It still is the same kind of tip as the Brow Wiz, but I really love this one as well if you're looking for, like I said, something waterproof or just an affordable version of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And the last thing I'll mention, I don't think I mentioned this already, but this is the Dolce & Gabbana perfume. The only scent I've been able to wear. The last one that I want to mention to you guys is bronzer. So I've actually found like maybe 3 or 4 bronzers this year that I really liked. I think I got this one this year, or maybe I got this one last year. I don't remember, but I've really been loving this one. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. You know what, I might have gotten this more than a year ago because I think I did a video on this bronzer. I don't know if it was last year, the year before, whatever. This has still been a favorite bronzer of mine this year. I think it's water resistant, I'm pretty sure. It's like a different kind of formula. It looks like powder, and it is powder. It's not cream, but I think it's kind of like a gel hybrid type of thing. I don't know, but to touch it, it's like a powder. But what I love about it though is that it gives like a nice subtle glow. It's not orangey, it's not cakey, it's not powdery. It just gives you like that nice, perfect, like sun-kissed bronzy glow that you want with the bronzer. So although I found several that I really like this year, this is still like my favorite out of all of them. And I think I mentioned everything that I have here. So like I said, I'm going to be doing 3 separate videos. This is the beauty version, there'll be a skincare version, and then there'll be a hair version for my best of 2016. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully it's not too long, but if it is, hopefully you guys don't mind. Get a snack, sit back, relax, watch it, you know, just have fun. And that is pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you're subscribed. I don't know if you guys have been having problems being notified about my videos. I know a lot of people have been complaining about their channels and saying that their subscribers don't know when the videos come out. So just to make sure you're not missing a video, I think there's a little bell icon that you can click on, and it'll notify you whenever I post a video. I post every week, so if for some reason you don't see a video from me that week, then maybe something's wrong with your subscription, or maybe I just had a rough week. But 9 out of 10 times, or even 9.5 out of 10 times, there's always going to be at least one video posted every week. So if you're not seeing it, then check to see if you're still subscribed. Make sure something hasn't unsubscribed you by mistake. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, at all my loves too. And I think that's it. Hopefully you guys had an awesome day. As always, leave any questions, comments that you have in the comment box below. All the information will be in the description box below. I feel like I'm talking too much now, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.